Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in this video I want to discuss about course material in mathematics, economics and business. So the material is about decision making theory. This material is talking about definition of decision making, types of decision making and discussion of cases with their solution in decision making. But before we start, I want to say thanks to you guys for clicking this video and don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe if you like this video. Okay, without any small chat, let's check this out. Decision-making theory in mathematics, economics, and business. Decision-making tools. Operation managers are decision makers. To bring the organization to its destination, manager must understand how decisions are to be made and know what tools are available to decision makers then. In general, it is a success or failure companies depending on the quality of their decision step. Decision process. Decision making use scientific analysis based on logic. Consider all data available, all possible alternatives and following the step as follows. A. Determine the problem and its factor influence it. B. Construct decision criteria and objectives. C. Formulate the relationship between the goals and the variable which exist. D. Identification and evaluation of existing alternatives. E. Choose the best alternative. And F. Implement decision. Decision theory. Decision theory is an analytic approach to choosing the best alternative or best way to act. This is used widely not only in production management and operations such as new product analysis, but also used for any analysis related to retrieval managerial decisions. There are 4 decision theories. First is decision making under condition of certainty. In this case, the decision maker knows with certainty the consequences or outcomes of its alternative decision chosen. As an example of a decision maker know for sure that 1 million rupiah saved in the bank account will add 1 million rupiah on bookkeeping balance. For the second is decision making under risk. The decision maker knows the possibilities, probability of an event or the consequences of its choice. For example, the probability of it raining tomorrow is 0.3 or we can call it for the 30%. For the third is decision making under uncertainty. The decision maker does not know the probability of the event will happen for its alternative. For an example, Mr. X, which will become president at the upcoming general election, comes the probability unknown. For the last is hierarchical decision making. Hierarchical decision making is here based on priority, where the prioritization contains 3 principles. The first principle is the principle of establishing of hierarchy, and for the second is the principle of establishing priority, and for the last is the principle of logical consistency. Fundamentals of decision theory. Regardless of how complex or difficult the techniques is used to analyze a decision, all decision makers face alternative and situation state of nature. The following notation are used in analyzing decision making. First, terminology. Alternative is a choice of strategy that can be taken by the decision maker. A situation is an event or symptom where the decision maker has little or have no control at all. For example, tomorrow's weather, next day or week, not known with certainty how is the condition. And for the second is symbol. Symbol is used on the decision tree. For the first symbol is square. A square symbol is a signal for decision makers to vote one of the alternative. And for the second symbol is circle. A cycle symbol is event or state of nature or situation where one situation will occur. In stating alternative decisions taken by managers, can build a decision tree and decision tables using symbols. In constructing a decision tree, we must believe there are alternative and situations that of nature are within correct and logical place, and we conclude all alternative possibilities and all situations. Example of cases and solution. Decision making in certain condition. A. Single-purpose decision making. The purpose of a single decision making can occur if it only concerns one problem. This means that once it is decided, it will have nothing to do with other problems. For example, the problem faced are only problems that concern one aspect, namely financial problems. So, the decision taken only concern the financial aspect. If the financial problems are resolved, there will be no other consequences or side effects on other aspects. Example 1. A company will determine when the replacement of machine owned. Replace every 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, or 4 years. The purchase price for the machine is 12 million Indonesian rupiah. Other data about the machine are as follows in thousands of rupiah. This is the table. For the selling price in the first year is 9,000. For the second year is 8,500, and for the third year is 8,000, and for the fourth year is 7,500. For the maintenance cost in the first year is 1,500, for the second year is 1,800, for the third year is 2,000, and for the fourth year is 3,000. This is the table of average cost. Selling price. The first year is 9,000, 8,500, 8,000, and 7,500. This is the same like the table above. Next, machine price reduction. Machine price reduction for the first year is 3,000. The value of 3,000 is obtained from the purchase price minus the selling price of the first year. For the second year is 3,500. The value of 3,500 is obtained from the selling price first year minus selling price second year plus machine price reduction first year. And for the third year is 4,000 rupiah. The value of 4,000 is obtained from selling price second year minus selling price third year plus machine price reduction second year. And for the last year or fourth year is 4,500. The value of 4,500 is obtained from the selling price third year minus selling price fourth year plus machine price reduction third year. For a more detailed calculation of machine price reduction, I will show it in the next slide. Okay, next we have maintenance cost accumulation. For the first year, the maintenance cost accumulation, the value is 1,500. The value of 1,500 is obtained from the maintenance cost of the first year. For the second year is 3,300. The value of 3,300 is obtained from the maintenance cost accumulated first year plus maintenance cost second year. And for the third year is 5,300. The value of 5,300 is obtained from the maintenance cost accumulated second year plus maintenance cost third year. And for the last year or fourth year is 8,300. The value of 8,300 is obtained from the maintenance cost accumulation third year plus maintenance cost fourth year. Okay, for a more detailed calculation of maintenance cost accumulation, I will present it in the next slide. Okay, for the next is total. Total in the first year is 4,500. This 4,500 value is obtained from the first year machine price reduction plus the first year maintenance cost accumulation. For the second year is 6,800. The value of 6,800 is obtained from the second year machine price reduction plus the second year maintenance cost accumulation. For the third year is 9,300. The value of 9,300 is obtained from the third year machine price reduction plus the third year maintenance cost accumulation. And for the last year or fourth year is 12,800. This value of 12,800 is obtained from the fourth year machine price reduction plus the fourth year maintenance cost accumulation. Okay. For a more detailed calculation of the total, I will show on the next slide. Okay, now we have a average. Average in the first year is 4,500. This value of 4,500 is obtained from the total of the first year divided by 1. Okay, why it divide by 1? Because it's first year. First year is divided by 1. So for the second year is 3,400. This value of 3,400 is obtained from the total of the second year divided by 2. Okay. For the third year is 3,100. This value of 3,100 gets from the total of the third year divided by 3. And for the last year or fourth year is 3,200. This value of 3,200 is obtained from the total fourth year divided by 4. Okay. For more detail of calculation about the average, I will show it on the next slide. Okay. After getting the all average value from the first year to fourth year, the task of the company is only to determine which year to choose. Because this case is about cost, so the company should choose the lowest value. In other words, the company must choose the third year. Yes, right? Okay. Okay, before I show you the calculation details, I really hope to you guys by looking at detailed calculation of machine price reduction, maintenance cost accumulation, total and average, you guys will understand how to get this value. And if you guys still don't understand how to get this value, you guys can comment below the problem and I will answer your problem as best I can. Okay, this is the calculation detail for machine price reduction. And this is calculation detail for maintenance cost accumulation. And this is calculation details for the total. And this is the last calculation detail, the calculation details for the average. Okay, that's all about the calculation details. I hope you guys understand. And now we next to the second example of single purpose decision making. Example 2. A company will increase its sales volume with one of the following efforts. The maximum budget amount is 150 million Indonesian rupiah. The data are as follow in thousands of rupiahs. Okay, as you can see on the table, the action are consist of advertising, discount, lottery, and personal selling. Okay, for the advertising, the cost is 70 and it increase in sales volume by 700. For the discount, the cost is 80 and it increase in sales volume by 600. For the lottery, the cost is 60 and increase in sales volume by 900. Okay, for the last action is personal selling. The personal selling, the cost is 100 and it increase in sales volume by 1300. So, to determine what action the company must take, the company must find the value of sales increase percentage. To find this value, the company must use this formula. The formula is sales increase percentage equal increase in sales volume divided by cost then multiplied by 100. Okay. According to the formula, the sales increase percentage for advertising is 1000. The value of 1000 is get from 700 divided by 70 then multiplied by 100. Okay, for the next is discount. The sales increase percentage for discount is 750. The value of 750 is get from 600 divided by 80 then multiplied by 100. Okay. Next is lottery. The sales increase percentage for lottery is 1500. The value of 1500 is get from 900 divided by 60 then multiplied by 100. And for the last action is personal selling. The sales increase percentage for personal selling is 1300. The value of 1300 is get from 1300 divided by 100 then multiplied by 100. Confused, right? Yeah, me too. Then, after getting all the value, now the company can determine what action they must take. So, the question is, what action that company must take? If we look at the problem, this case is talking about the profit. So in conclusion, the company must take the greatest or the biggest value to get more profit. In other words, the company must take lottery action. Because lottery has a highest value. Decision making in certain condition. B. Multiple purpose decision making. Multiple purpose of decision making can occur if the resulting decision involves more than one problem, which means that the decision taken simultaneously solve two or more contradictory or non-contradictory problems. This is the example of multiple purpose decision making. A company will advertise to increase sales volume, increase operating profit, and increase its share price in the capital market. The advertisement will be published in one of the newspaper A, B, C, and D. The weight of its objective are 1 for an increase in shares, 3 for an increase in sales, and 5 for an increase in the price of profit. Existing data are as follow in thousands of rupiahs. And this is the data. As you can see in the table, in newspaper A, there is an advertising cost with 700, increase in sales is 7,000, increase in profit is 5,600, and increase in share price is 700. Next, we have a newspaper B. The newspaper B, there is an advertising cost with 400, increase in sales 4,500, increase in profit 2,800, and increase in share price 400. Next, we have a newspaper C. In the newspaper C, there is an advertising cost with 600, increase in sales 6,600, increase in profit 5,400, and increase in share price 500. And for the last newspaper D, there is an advertising cost with 900, increase in sales 9,000, increase in profit 7,200, and increase in share price 720. And now, the company's job is to find out which newspaper is making the most profit. To find out which newspaper has the most profit, the company must do some calculation. And this is the calculation. A equals 3 multiplied by 7,000 divided by 700 and multiplied by 100. You guys may be asked where I get 3, 7,000, 700 and 100. This value is get from the question, table and the formula. For detail, the 3 is from the question, 7,000 and 700 is from the table, and 100 is from the formula. Okay, if you guys still confused where to get this value, just ask me in the comment section and I will try to answer it to you. Okay, let's continue it again. After multiplied by 100, plus it with 5, then multiplied by 5,600, after that divided by 700, and next multiplied it by 100. Okay, next plus it again with 1, multiplied it by 700, divided it with 700 and multiplied it by 100. Okay, after all the value has been calculated, we will get this value. This value is the profit we get from choosing newspaper A. Okay, next is the calculation for newspaper B. B equals 3 multiplied by 4,500 divided by 400 and multiplied by 100. Then plus it with 5 multiplied by 2,800 divided by 400 and multiplied by 100, and plus it again with 1 multiplied by 400 divided by 4 and multiplied by 100, and we will get this value. Okay, next is the calculation for the newspaper C. C equal 3 multiplied by 6,600 divided by 600 and multiplied by 100, and plus it again with 5 multiplied by 5,400 divided by 600 and multiplied by 100. Then plus it again with 1 multiplied by 500 divided by 600 and multiplied by 100, and we will get this value. Okay, next is the calculation for the newspaper D. D equals 3 multiplied by 9,000 divided by 900 and multiplied by 100. Then plus it with 5 multiple 7,200 divided by 900 and multiplied by 100, and plus it again with 1 multiplied 720 divided by 900 and multiplied by 100, and we will get this value. After the all newspaper value already found, the last task a company should do is to choose a newspaper that makes a lot of profit. In other words, the company must choose the highest value out of the 4 newspapers. Based on the calculation result that we have calculated before, the highest value among the 4 newspapers is on the newspaper C. So, in conclusion, to get more profit, the company must choose the newspaper C. Decision making in uncertain conditions. A. Decisions making based on the value of expectation. The expected value is the sum of the possible values that are expected to occur against the probability of each uncertain event. Example: a circus entrepreneur will hold show in the 3 cities. If the weather is good, then the profit earned if you put on a show in Medan is 60 million rupiahs, 50 million rupiahs in Surabaya, and 70 million rupiahs in Pontianak. However, if the weather is not good, the profits will be as follows. Medan is 20 million rupiahs, Surabaya is 10 million rupiahs, and Pontianak is 15 million rupiahs. The probability of good weathers equals 0.6 and bad weathers equals 0.4. For the calculation is as follow in million of rupiahs. In Medan City, if the weather is good, the profit will become 60 million. But if the weather is bad, the profit will become 20 million. The expectation value is 0.6 multiplied by 60 plus 0.4 multiplied by 20. And the expectation value is 44. Next is Surabaya. In Surabaya, if the weather is good, the profit will become 50 million. And if the weather is bad, the profit will become 10 million. Okay, the expectation value is 0.6 multiplied by 50 plus 0.4 multiplied by 10. And the expectation value is 34. Okay. And the last city is Pontianak. In Pontianak, if the weather is good, the profit will become 70 million. And if the weather is bad, the profit will become 15 million. So the expectation value is 0.6 multiplied by 70 plus 0.4 multiplied by 15. And the expectation value is 48. Because this case is talking about a profit, so the circus entrepreneur will hold the show in Pontianak City. You may be asked, why Pontianak City? As I say before, this is about profit. So, the entrepreneur must choose the highest value. And the highest value expectation is on Pontianak City. Decision making in uncertain conditions. B. Decision tree. Decision tree is a tree that is used as a reasoning procedure to get answer to the problems entered. This is the example. A company faces difficulties in buying machines with large or small capacities, based on the consideration that there is possibility of an increase in demand for goods with a probability of 0.45 and no increase in demand with a probability of 0.55. For the first choice is buying machine with large capacity. If the demand increases, the profit will be 4,300,000 Indonesian rupiah, and if not, it will be 2,500,000 Indonesian rupiah. For the second option is buying machine with small capacity. If the demand increases, then in the first year the profit will be 5 million Indonesian rupiah. In the second year, the government will provide a machine purchase credit with a probability of 0.4 and the resulting profit is 6.1 million Indonesian rupiah. However, if the government does not provide credit, the company will continue to buy machine and the resulting profit is 5.2 million Indonesian rupiah. If the company does not buy machine anymore, it will only earn 3 million Indonesian rupiah. If the demand does not increase, the profit will be 2.1 million Indonesian rupiah. This is the decision tree. If the company chooses to buy a large machine and demand increases, it will earn 4.3 million in revenue. But if the demand does not increase, the company will earn 2.5 million in revenue. And then, if the company chooses to buy small machine and the demand is increased, the company will earn 5 million in revenue. But if the demand does not increase, the company will earn 2.1 million in revenue. Okay? If the demand increases, the company will buy a new machine. If the company buy a new machine, there are two possibilities. The first possibility is about government give credit. If the government give credit to company, it will earn 6.1 million for the revenue. And for the second possibilities is about government does not give credit. If the government does not give the credit to company, it will earn 5.2 million for the revenue. Okay. This is all possibilities that could happen if the company chooses to buy a new machine. But what will happen if the company doesn't buy a new machine? The company will only earn 3 million in revenue. Okay, that's all for the decision tree. And now we must calculate the expected value of buying a large machine and small machine. And this is the calculation. Expected value of buying a large machine equals 0.45 multiplied by 4.3 million plus 0.55 multiplied by 2.5 million equals 3.310 million. Okay, next is expected value of buying a small machine equals 0.45 multiplied by 5 million plus unknown value. To get this unknown value, we must calculate the expected value of buying a new machine in second year. And this is the calculation. 0.4 multiplied by 6.1 million plus 0.6 multiplied by 5.2 million equals 5.560 million. After getting the unknown value, plus it with 0.55, then multiply it by 2.1 million, and you will get the expected value for buying the small machine. Okay, and for the last is expected value of not buying a new machine in second year. The expected value of not buying a new machine in second year is 3 million. Okay, after getting the expected value of buying a large and small machine, the company must determine which option generates a lot of profit. Based on calculation that have been made, the company must choose the option of buying a small machine. Why the company choose the small machine and not the large machine? because the small machine have the higher expected value more than large machine. Okay guys, this is the end of the material. Thank you for watching this video from the beginning until the end. And if you still don't understand the material, feel free to ask me in the comment section. And I will answer your problem, okay? Goodbye. So guys, what do you think about the material? Is it difficult or easy? Give your opinion in the comment section, okay? Alright guys, maybe that's all for today. Hopefully this video can be useful for those of you who want to learn this decision making material. Okay guys, thanks for watching my video and don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe, okay? See you guys in the next video and goodbye.